a mad thing. We're there, you see it? We're there right now with another one. And right now, we are exposed the Serpent and him Vulture squad. Zin? Because he used the Vulture for represent himself here. But him is a Serpent. Because you see, the Serpent and the Vulture, them part together in the spiritual realm, right? And out in a Pride Rock where the lion them bone thing there. If you watch Lion King, man, the Serpent and the Vulture them share the same spot because they came to kill and slew and poison, and you get what I said? The serpent came to poison. That is what a snake does. But now the time come. The time has came for him to slither on his belly away after hissing at the feet of mankind all this damn long time. Zin? So watch you now. Zin, as I tell you, say nothing lasts forever but the good salvation of Gaza nation. Zin? So watch you now. Alright, make you listen to a few things we must say first. Zin?
Talk about them first. First part of the video is the people who have got me down. You know, higher pressure PSI IQ first. Enough time down the road, them realize nothing they say was real, but then the two sheep come back around. They talk about the higher pressure PSI IQ. They talk about some of the favorite artists fan base count, some of the favorite artists them fan base them in control. They talk about the people them way. I go drink an extra glass of wine, an extra bottle of rum today. When the news is looking through barrier, celebration. Some of your favorite blogger boy and blogger girl, them all kind of celebration and one. You talk to them people, they boss. Never tell why me retire from YouTube because you know so slow and nonsense, but you a special segment, you know. I know the people them, you know the PIA, Patreon squad. Reasonable Armanians. After I don't deal with them talk about it, until then when they retire, they never talk to one and show them what really I want. So just wait till the end of the video, and then we tell them what really I want. So we talk to the genius thing first. I tell them why I retire. Watch it. Boom. The career right off. Career right off. So bad that me can't even make no video again. One time I used to make video every day. One time as a blogger boy, every day I see one video. Sometimes I have 2 videos in one day. Be a video and job. Right now, career right off. Now if you look up odd jobs here and there, so JPS not cut off my light. Again. Years of bad mind, but not to show fit. Nothing at all. Look YouTube a flop. Look YouTube a flop. They're going to show you how I'm a flop out. They're going to show you some numbers to back up the facts in the flop. Years of bad mind and nothing to show fit. When you time they listen online, that's me all kind of messages. That's it. Look how long you make video. You can't even afford one generator. All kind of something. You can't make no video because in on the line. Tire pressure, PSI, IQ guy. All them things are true. On the right, you know what I mean? Years of bad mind, I will never show for you. Zero impact on the culture. Zero impact on the culture. All kind of bold statements, all them turn out to be unicorn. Never been proven right ever. Washed up, where do I start? It's a long list of why I retire from YouTube. If you even look on the body of work, it's all good. Many videos them make the Hodges and the sci-fi and the long list of mediocre failed content. It's time to call it quits. In life you have to know when to call it quits. Just get up every day a bad man.
Alright, so basically, he might try to paint a narrative, you know. He might try to be sarcastic right about now. His usual style before him lead you out in the deep end and leave you there. Because that is how his program operates. Then where him tell you say, listen out, this Sunday coming, we have whatever, and him boots you up, make him think, make on think say, him boots you up, make all of believe say him have some serious evidence. And when Sunday come, on a buck up on a big rumor speculation with still no proof, no strong evidence. So this is how this man here operate his channel. You see what I say? So when I really waste time, I listen to his sarcasm and all them bull crap here. We're going to fast forward and say, because I have an idea what had occurred, why you have to leave this YouTube thing and retire. I will know say, him couldn't stop Vybz Kartel, and I tell you no say anybody test Vybz Kartel I go lose. Vybz Kartel always I go be the last man standing. Rifle movie goalie banking. Go on your because you see it, the goalie banking, the drunkard them love pitch down pan. So go on your goalie banking. You see what me I say? Yeah man, Vybz Kartel will always be the last man standing. Them pagan ya come see him and have to leave him. So me I say, them try to paint a narrative when Vybz Kartel was locked up, and that was their big moment, and them fail because Vybz Kartel free. Then, now watch this, may I show you something. There's two particular reasons why this man here had to retire. Because with such an interest this man placing for bring down Gaza Nation and the Gaza boss, you wouldn't think that this guy who acted so tough and mean could be this soft and a cry like Bunty. See? And now him have to pack up and leave YouTube. So for one, I strongly believe that he got exposed, right? Somebody know him and probably threaten his identity. See? For leak his identity. That's one of my suggestion. One of the possibilities that I believe had occurred why he decided now to quit and throw in the towel. See? And the other reason, the biggest reason why I think he is retiring is because he is mixed up with the government. He's mixed up with Andrew Holness, and because of Trump and the foreign affair business we are going and all these digging into the financial corruption of the government and his associates that are all mixed up in corruption, scamming, especially with the SSL thing. You get what I say? Because just days, not even a week, just a few days before the arresting of the SSL bosses, just days before the SSL bosses got arrested, this guy went and packed up his thing and retired. It seems very fishy. It's not hard to tell. And me say Curly Locks from Twins of Twins put out a video, and I thought that this is what he was going to say was the reason why he believes the Serpent has packed up and quit and have abandoned his large amount of supporters out in the deep ocean. Right? Him jump ship and left them, him carry them a deep and left them. What a disgrace. That's why I'm telling you, say Vybz Kartel never will let down his fans. Vybz Kartel is that artist who never let down his fans. Never. He played all his cards right. That's why we as his fans, we know what he is capable of and we know what he is not capable of. And this is something we knew, especially me personally. I can't speak for all of Gaza Nation, but I know say Gaza Nation must have some very brilliant individual who done already seen this coming, that all who goes against Vybz Kartel shall wither away like silver and gold, but the good education and brilliance and intelligence of Vybz Kartel will always stay, and his legacy will always stay. Watch this. The Serpent love fame, and him chase the fame. But me I show you say him not smart, him not wise, him not intelligent. He has always been a dunce, but just like Massacre and everybody bounty killer who choose to rise against the world boss, Vybz Kartel, king of the dancehall. See? This is why them always fail. You get what I say? Because watching how Vybz Kartel run the spiritual realm. You see, within the dancehall is physical, with all what you see, and all of the fighting, where with all of the fighting where manifest without bounty killer action and dirty behavior show up, and Vibes Cartel just easy so because of Vibes Cartel control the spiritual realm of dancehall. Him is the king, him is the leader, because there's a spiritual realm for dancehall we wanna now see, right? And the things that lives and breathe in the spiritual realm of dancehall is the hate and grudges and bad mind. Because all this time, Massacre and Bounty Killer been around Vibes Cartel. The hatred they had and the bad negative thoughts and intentions that was running wild through their mind was all out there, but your eyes can't see it. So it eventually manifests through their actions. You get what I say? So them couldn't win, and that is why we really need people who really care about the DJ, the king of dancehall, Vibes Cartel, aka World Boss, the teacher. See, in the era, the dancehall last one, him the dancehall itself, the smart one, the biggest gallus, the most intelligent Jamaica dancehall ever see. You get what I said? Him run the spiritual realm, and in real life too. You see who run the real life? Them mostly run the spiritual realm, but not necessarily, because when Beanie Man was on his high horse running the music back in the 90s, a Bounty did run the spiritual realm. His moral and what he stand for, you get me? I said that make him run the spiritual realm. Beanie couldn't beat him, and that's why Bounty Killer had so many support internationally, because Bounty had collaborated with Busta Rhyme from early 90s, Wyclef them and his what's his gang call again? Wyclef. I don't remember them thing right now. I forgot what them name with Larnell, right? Yeah. I forgot what them group did name. I can't remember now, but it's up on the top of my mind. Zin? So you have a lot of people who had collaborated with Bounty internationally. When make Beanie Man thing did look small more at the time. You get me? Yeah, because the foreigners them did love Bounty Killer. Just like how them love Shabba for that Racha accent. Them have this strong accent, just like Bojo. Them think is very valuable to have in the dancehall, a strong vocal. But it make enough artists lead them mental astray, like Eva Pampete, because she feel like say she have a coarse voice, and a lot of other artists with this coarse voice, when I really sound good, them no know if they make it work like Bojo them and Bounty them and the Shabba them. You get me? So them feel like say them they at the forefront of dancehall because Bojo and Bounty and Shabba come do it. But Pampete, that doesn't mean that you get what I say, you need for work on a vice something there. And even though I believe that vice there is way different, and you know, if a woman have it, it will come off as, because guess what, Pampete dressing sexy now and doing her nails and everything with a rough vice there can be a turn off for man. You get what I said? It's enough man. But for the male having that strong voice, it go more than likely work. But not for all of them, because some of the male them now with a strong voice, with them with some strong coarse voice, them feel like them and Bounty and Bojo and Shabba them are the same thing. Which no, you know, them delusional. Some of the young artists them and the artists them over the years also came through. Them believe say through them have a strong voice, them for reap the same rewards or similar rewards with the Bounty, the Shabba, and you know, the other artists them with a strong voice, like the Bojo and them people. See? So guess what go on now? A Bounty did run the spiritual realm with the moral. Him was the favorable for the streets, Bounty Killer, not Beanie. And now I see a bag of people that say Beanie run the thing. But I guess the reason why 10, 20 years after the whole Beanie and Bounty saga, the reason why people know, or most people believe that Beanie was the victor throughout the Beanie and Bounty war was because of his stats, the statistics of his accomplishments. Zane. However, the accomplishment, when you compare them, you know, you have to compare them together. And I'm sure if enough people them would have really say a Bounty are the winner, because remember, you know, in a war, who more aggressive in a war, that I go give them an edge over the another one. And we know say Bounty have a strong voice and Beanie have a soft voice, right? But that don't stop Beanie, and despite Beanie having a soft voice, it doesn't take away the fact that him can make some real good badman songs, in. But a killer of the badman voice, the angry cross. So that make Bounty lead the war for years over Beanie Man. Zin. But the Beanie Man probably touch a billboard them and more impact internationally. However, I don't really see it so, because Bounty Killer was highly influential internationally. You know, with enough of the youngsters, them pattern and copy Bunty more time, you know what I mean? But I guess we could have give to Beanie Man fairly, because when me did their foreign, enough people are asking me for sing over Sim Simmer. You get what I say? But we see where, you know, Bunty have his influence there too as well. But I think the Beanie Man more, because guess why Beanie Man stand out more? Beanie Man get the MTV run there with Janet Jackson and the whole heap in at the moment when Aaliyah had died and little before she died. So, you know, that had last in the people in mind. So, you get what I say? While remember when Bunty got international with the No Doubt song, a bag of controversy, and he was upset and he pulled himself back. So that's why I guess 20 years after, people give Beanie Man the edge over Bunty when it comes to who is the victor from all of the war and the challenges they both had in competing. So I say, but anyway, Zane, this Serpent or Serpent, yeah man, he is definitely working with the government, because I'm named Politrix Watch and a Vibes Cartel him basically I watch for years and I try to bring down. So we know say him is nothing, him is not watching no politics, him is the politics where I watch cartel. You get me? So this guy is very conniving, and that at one point there for sure is him conniving. Then for two, for sure you said this brother is conniving and is evil. Remember, you know, you see the words where you choose in physical, that is what you represent in the spiritual. So when you hear me talk about Vulture Squad, they are the vultures in the spiritual realm. When you hear them call Cartel a sheep, Cartel and his fans are the sheep in the spiritual realm. But in the spiritual realm, a sheep, God loves sheep and adore sheep. He doesn't adore vultures in the spiritual realm and serpents. He doesn't adore those things, because those things come to hiss at the feet of mankind and tear their flesh, right? And consume carcasses upon carcasses. That's why the serpent and his followers, them and his vultures, them was hoping and praying for Vibes Cartel to rot in prison, because that is what they want, dead body that is rotten, so they can feast on. That's why they keep circling. Notice what they say, the things that they say. They're not lying, they're telling you their position here in earth, right? I'ma just upload a video with Assassin too. Then in the spiritual realm, I realize Agent Sasko is an assassin. So guess what go on? Vibes Cartel them not for trust him, scatter them not for 100% trust him. Because in the video when I upload about Agent Sasko working on his new song we just released with Scatter Project, that Vibes Cartel have the big song Victorious on, right? I just talk highly about Agent Sasko, aka Assassin. Then but then I go realize after I upload the video say, you know say, I see in the spiritual realm say assassin, him still is an assassin, and remember he's an agent. So watch this, in the physical world he's an agent, just like Agent Smith who chased Neo, who tried to destroy Neo Trinity. Remember, Trinity represent God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? And Morpheus, right? So the agents from the Matrix all try to destroy the God and God people, right? Neo, right? So remember, Agent Smith, who was evil in the Matrix, he is who Agent Sasko represent, and Agent Sasko is going for the godlike figure who is Vibes Cartel, the king who sits upon his throne and has his army of men on the battlefield fighting for righteousness, like Tamale and Black Rhino them. You see what I say? Because notice the snakes them were each up around Vibes Cartel and they laugh with him and try poison him, the bounty killer and the mosquito them. You get what I say? So Vibes Cartel them a sheep in the spiritual realm with his fans. We are sheep in the spiritual realms, because that is how they call us, right? We never took on to ourselves any type of animal figure or any type of, you know what I mean? So we have to accept what the haters call we, right? And we gladly accept being the sheep, because that is who God favors and adore. The sheep, because we're humble and we listen and we follow. And we are grateful that his Vibes Cartel leading us, because he has done no wrong, as I always stand by saying. Zin? But these guys, you know that song? These guys, they are the vultures and the serpent in the spiritual world, trying to unalive the sheep and trying to go for the Gaza boss, Christ Cartel. You see what I say? And you see it, I tell you now all the while, the Vibes Cartel can't be defeated. So here what we are going to do now, we are going to fast forward this, because I tell you now, say, I believe that this guy is working with the government, and because, guess what? Because the Donald Trump and the Foreign Affairs came in and clamped down on all the scammings. Cause guess what? The SSL had scam a lot of American citizens. You know, you think I just Jamaican like you saying about them scam? Them scam a lot of American citizens who were here residing and who still lives and resides abroad, right? And once you scam American citizen, it becomes a federal offense to the American president and their constitutional rights and laws, right? So because a lot of our government MPs is involved, Andrew Holness and a lot of the MPs are involved in friendship and a lot of togetherness with the SSL bosses, their close companion, because Andrew Holness was once a part of the SSL. You see what I say? He was a part of it and he took his wealth and departed from them before the collapse because he had advisors and he had insiders who had informed him about the possibilities of what was about to go down. It's about to go down. Got 6 model chicks, 6 bottle of Chris, hoes everywhere, gonna be everywhere. What do you say? Meet me in the club, big fashion. Go somewhere private, we can discuss fashion like Gucci, Prada, Hypnotine. Take that off. Now give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. Don't to me, mama. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. Now give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. Don't to me, mama. Don't bullshit me. Mama, give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that good stuff. My hustler, baby. Oh, I just want you to know. Just want you to know where I've been and where I'm about to go. I'm about to go to jail. I just want to love you for who I am. And with all this cash, just forget your man. Now give it to me. Yeah, Andrew Holness, my hustler, baby. You see me? I hustle a citizen and the taxpayer money and I invest taxpayer money to make himself rich. That is what it seems like is going down and scamming people with these big business people. So I said that is what it looks like, it seems like. So guess what go on now? We have been told that Dr. Nigel Clark flew in here to Jamaica for one Andrew Holness because Dr. Nigel Clark have intel with what from overseas and he's seeing what the foreign affairs people is planning and is organizing and is about to do. That's why they make sure run go arrest these SSL bosses because them know say fire reach a mus tail and them don't want it to catch the right mus who is Andrew Holness and others, big parliamentarian. You get what I say? So I believe that this Serpent is involved in the mix-up. You see me? Him involved in the mix-up. And from him involved in the mix-up, that's why I'm going to clear him computer, wipe off everything, get out all of everything. Because, you soon hear everything. Because this man not just quit, so. I believe that this Serpent is mixed up in the SSL and some corruption because him work with the government. See? Him work with the government. Paula Llewellyn them send him. Andrew, I strongly believe that from a long time. Said them send the brother here. Him name Politics Watch and him now watch the politics them. Him is inside the politics I look out and I watch Vibes Cartel and the ghetto youth them. Is what me I say. So guess what go on now? What else I want to say is that this man here, Zin, I will fast forward it and see when concluding statements and little before.
Of course. Where I thought to myself, that is somebody I wish I could have worked with. That is somebody I wish from day one. He start off on that side of the fence and not that one. Very few. I told me already said, Pretty Boy, in another life, should have been JDF, Special Forces. Taggis all day. Doggy from Stone Crusher. Nevada Hodges is another one. If they were as enamored by the JDF or the JCF as they were with Klansman and one other, if they thought being soldiers or police was cool as they thought being gang members were, Jamaica would have had some excellent operatives. Most of the man won't talk about who kill much people and run off for much ends. I'm not even pressing how much people they kill, how much money they kill, how much house they burn them, how much. What you want, a cookie? But one stand above all of them. The most impressive Not just former gang member, but Jamaican. And ever come.
Alright, you notice how him sympathize for Preke Boy, one of the most serious killer them we ever see. And he must say, yo, Preke Boy would have do good pan the JDF and being a soldier for Jamaica Defense Force. And him share the same sympathy for some of the other killers them. Like you remember one of them we go call up the Serpent name and say, no fighting them with Serpent. We remember one wanted man where police kill, but before the police kill him, he end up shout out the Serpent, Serpent, and I say, yo, most of the Serpent say are true. You get what I say? You remember that killer there? The Serpent sympathize with him because this Serpent love clout. You get me? He doesn't care about the people and being killed. That's why I'm rate these gunman and rate the bad man them because he's here for clout. But guess what with him? It's like, I feel like say, Andrew them send him out and Paula Lowell them send him out. Right? Because their plans was to paint Vybz Kartel as this murderous and guilty person for persuade the court ruling in their favors. You get what I say? Because they were working their illegal things, like how them tamper with the phone, that's on their end, right? A lot of them together, band together to get out Vybz Kartel. So you see him, because it failed, that's why them wait 1 year or so for him retire. And now, things they are come for them. Them in a problem, some corruption, that's why I'm off left. Because guess what the thing now? Him love fame, right? Him love the fame, but guess what? You see, because him hide him face, him can't get fame in a real life. Fame for him only is in the computer, the cyberspace. I know we're not talking about the cyberspace there, you know, because watch this, you have the physical realm where we discuss, where the artists them and what them are do, and you have the spiritual realm that are weird. You can see the energy of their jealousy and their bad mind and the happiness and the good deeds. That is where all of those emotion lives and those great verb, those great action like giving, caring, and sharing, those energy lives in the spiritual realm. And these people, they are also in the spiritual realm, like the Vybz Kartel, as I said, Vybz Kartel and his fans. Vybz Kartel are God in the spiritual realm, you know, but his fans are the sheep who he loves and adores. You get what I say? And the rest of these people, they are snake and serpents in the spiritual realm. But now we also have the cyber realm, which we call the cyberspace. So that is 3 dimension. We just talk about the physical world in reality, the spiritual realm, which is also a part of reality, because all those emotions are energies that we feel. They will allow you to cry, they will allow you to laugh and cry tear of joy. You know, tears of joy. So these things are real, and it's as physical as it gets, but you just can't see them with your naked eyes, right? And then there's the cyberspace, which we are also inside of. You get what I'm saying? So these people are germs in all 3 areas of those dimensions, right? They're all germs. So the thing is, this guy only has fame inside the cyberspace. And he also wants this fame outside of the cyberspace. But because no one can identify him inside of the real world, in the reality, the realm of reality that we live now. You get what I'm saying? He can't get fame from there, and he regrets that. So I believe that if he escaped from his punishment and from being prosecuted, because they're in deep shit, I'm sure of. So if he gets to escape, right, he's gonna come back on YouTube and show his face, because he's now going to want to fix things better than it was at this time when he was just hiding behind his screen. So look out for the Serpent to come back and show his face, because he's going to want that popularity. But he won't come back doing the same thing and making the same content. But we will have the eyes to pick it up. So whenever he chooses to come back, I have the eyes to can pick him up. You get what I'm saying? Because I've been studying him. This guy here is a liar, a trickster, a deceiver, and we knew. Me have video evidence to prove, say, me already prophesy his fall, right? I had already done that. So, me could just listen to the little last way him have to say.
Cause in C4, long time I hear from him. But I tell him already, I am not easily impressed. But that did impress me. I wish he had a chance to work with C4 in a real life. I wish C4 was a part of my team. If we forget everything and everybody never talk about, don't forget C4. Because C4 changed the game when you walked into that seat of office. Society will never give him his flowers because in the day, there's some random little who shouldn't have the impact what he may have. The knowledge that C4 brought to the security forces, you cannot put a price on it. There is no price. If you were to write a check, it will have to be a blank check you'll have to give. A lot of the members of the security forces, JCF and
Alright, people, so I'm not gonna really listen no more of this, me out for end it. But I just want to remind the Gaza and Scatter, say, yo, Assassin is the artist Agent Sasko. He is, okay, so in the cyberspace, see inside of the cyberspace, he is that Agent Smith from the Matrix, who went on to a non-stop pursuit for Neo and Morpheus and Trinity, because he wanted to unalive them so he could have his way within the Matrix. You get what I'm saying? So Agent Sasko is not to be trusted because guess what, Guan? We rate him and all and we make a good vlog about him. But guess what, Guan? The fact that we see him being that assassin, somebody where he had cartel will probably get to assassin, get their intentions done. You see what I say? Because assassin seems like a fairly good person who is peaceful, but you can't take no check when it comes to people and how them bad mind. Them will get the closest person to who them hate for them carry out the will. You have to go watch the story them of Bumpy Johnson. Big up Bumpy Johnson, the Harlem top kingpin. You get what I say? Harlem top kingpin, them try to assassinate him so many times. Especially the fact that he's a Negro, he's a black man like we. And because he was so wealthy from the numbers game and thing where they had going on, the gambling thing like Cashpot and them thing there, right? Other top mafia bosses want to take away his gambling enterprise, right? Which had belonged to a madam, a lady who she respected Bumpy Johnson, brought him inside and, inside of the business and she make him run it herself. You get what I say? So no need to go watch the story of Bumpy Johnson, hear the story of Lucky Luciano, them and how them come together, sign certain deal, and all of the betrayal too, because a gangster world, you see what I say? Yeah, Lucky Luciano and Schultz, you have a next one name, something Schultz, I not to remember him, but trust me, man. All of them, Al Capone, we all know them man there, Zane, and know say at the Pan Thompson, them are used for execute a large portion. Cause the crime be turn up in a New York them time there, But Harlem run them shit. Nobody couldn't come run out Bumpy Johnson and him Madame Mazel. I forgot her name, Zane. But yo, may I tell you, because they had the street, they had Harlem supporting them. And you can't violate or take over nowhere in Harlem where it's them time there. Big up ASAP Rocky, the Harlem Globetrotters and everybody from Harlem. Because Bumpy Johnson's story really touched me. You see me? Even training day with Denzel Washington, the movie there, it's all a lie because Bumpy Johnson's wife come expose the man who go tell lie when Bumpy Johnson had died. One of his partners, somebody who used to work with him, right? Go tell lie say Bumpy Johnson died in his arm and Hollywood go run with it and believe this man here. And they went to this man here who lied about how Bumpy Johnson died in his arm. Hollywood them ran to him believing that he was telling the truth because he was really working for Bumpy Johnson. So who wouldn't believe? But the streets who knew Bumpy Johnson knew that it was a lie. Bumpy Johnson's wife, who was still alive after Bumpy Johnson had died, knew it was a lie. But then she couldn't take it. So after the movie and everything and they had went too far, she went and cleared the air and said, yo, that was a lie. That man wasn't anything that he said he was. He only worked for her husband, who was none other than Bumpy Johnson, the biggest boss of Harlem. You get what I say? A mad thing. So, yeah, man, only if you take out them thing, check out them thing there. I only will learn enough brilliance and know how to decipher people deceiving ways. That is why the term name decipher, because it is to use against deceive people who loves to deceive. You get me I say? Yeah. So when I listen no more of the serpent and vulture crap. Zin? So remember now you have the spiritual realm, you have the physical reality, and you have the cyber realm as well, which is cyberspace. And we're all a part of it. Right? So make sure say Because as Tommy Lee told them, Tommy Lee told them that the present is the gift. The present time is the gift. Tommy Lee tell them so the future and the past is not real. Because you can't really reach into them or access them. So they're not real. It's only the present time is real. So what you do in the present is what goes into the past. And why I say goes into the past? Because people, that's how people sees it. So it might as well just terms it how people see it. You know what I mean? Because people are saying, yo, when you check back the past or when you look into the future. So they're not really real because you can't access them, right? So it's just the present is the gift. I remember say gift, present gift, Christmas gift, present. The present, that is the gift. So what you do in the present, that is what decide who you are in the spiritual realm and on the side and in the cyberspace. So it's the present time. You need to be cautious and focused when you're, you know what I mean, doing anything. Make sure that whatever you're doing, you're comfortable with whatever it makes you to become in that spiritual realm. Because Massacre, I'm a crocodile in the spiritual realm. And the crocodile where we sip on the coat of arm, I hold down Jamaica, right? So that is not good. Crocodile is nothing good. And we know say mosquito is a mosquito too in the spiritual world, right? His followers are mosquitoes. Because watch this now. Watch this now. Remember, just like the serpent, him have two personality when him carry. Him carry the snake that slither and him carry the vulture traits. Because all him do is tear down people and tear them apart. That is how a vulture operates, right? And especially why it's a vulture and not a lion, because this vulture is using rumor. That is what makes him the vulture and not the lion, because the lion is on the good side. So if he was someone who came with truth and backative, show say a truth, then while tearing people apart, then we would know that he's a lion, he's not a vulture. But because he only comes with rumors and speculation, rumors of war, right? And for put down people, right? And him now put down the bigger heads, which are them are the ideal one we forget put down because are them have the angle and the control over the economy and the people them. You see what I say? So he's not feared. And if you're not feared, then you're not good, right? So Massacre, him have the mosquito and the crocodile in the spirit realm. All they do is annoy people and they will sit there, right, as if everything is okay. Notice how Massacre sit amongst the Gaza and behave like a crook till him just came up and try bite off of the teacher. Him bite all the teacher style. You see what I say? Bite all the teacher style. For sure, he is really a crocodile. You see me, a crocodilian, right? Who else no want me for expose them spirit realm about? You get me? Yeah. We can expose them. You see what I say? So I got any here because I think I covered everything that was needed to cover and that I had ought to cover. So yo, I wanna bless up on yourself. I gotta edit up this now and launch it out, right? Undisputed champion, world